Hello students, welcome to Nilachal Polytechnic. Myself Amredra Mishra. Here in this video, I am going to explain that what are the losses of energy takes place while the flow of liquid takes place through the pipe. Generally, the water is supplied by using the pipe and also oils are supplied through the pipe. The flow of water from inlet to the outlet of the pipe, where the characteristics are pressure, velocity and density of the liquid, may try to change. While the flow of liquid takes place, the viscosity is the major parameter and which also appears while the flow takes place in the pipe. Depending upon the flow of water inside the pipe, we are converting into laminar flow and turbulent flow. What is losses of energy? We are having three types of energy: potential energy, kinetic energy and pressure energy due to the height of datum head from the ground surface. The center of pipe is at distance from ground surface, that is your datum height, and due to that height the energy is known as your datum energy. Due to pressure of liquid, the energy associated is known as the pressure energy. Due to kinetic energy, the energy associated is known as your kinetic energy, or that is your velocity energy. During the flow of liquid, the major loss is due to friction. How the frictional force is arising? The internal surface of the pipe that is in contact, or that is in sliding contact with the external surface of the liquid. As the pipe is fixed, the liquid is at velocity, the sliding contact between the two surfaces causes a force, and that force resists the motion of liquid while the flow takes place through the pipe. The major loss takes place in the pipe is due to the friction. Due to this friction, the loss in pipe may be as a pressure loss, may be a velocity energy loss, or may be datum energy loss. Basically, the pipes are held horizontally while we are supplying the liquid, so the datum energy is equal for all the pipe. As shown in the video, we are having a supply of pipe taking place. The red color arrows are suggesting that there is a circulation of water takes place and there is a major drop in pressure takes place. Here there is a smaller cross section, so velocity is more, kinetic energy more. Suddenly the diameter of the pipe increases and thereby the drop of velocity energy takes place, but there is a pressure energy increases. If we are going to calculate this loss of energy in terms of or per unit volume or unit weight of the liquid, then this is known as a loss of head. For kinetic energy per unit weight, that is loss is calculated as kinetic head. For pressure energy per unit weight, that is calculated as pressure head. So, if there is a pressure energy loss takes place, then we are going to tell that pressure head loss. If it kinetic energy loss takes place, then we are going to say that loss in kinetic head. The total energy loss takes place in the pipe can be converted into two types. One is your minor loss, another is your major loss. The major loss is due to the friction and which can be calculated by using two formula. One is your Darcy-Weisbach formula, another is your Chayes formula. Similarly, the minor losses takes place in the pipe is due to the sudden enlargement of the pipe, sudden contraction of the pipe, in pipe fittings, in pipe bends, and at the exit of the pipe. As shown in the figure, we are having there are different cross section of pipe, and this middle part where the velocity is more, but at the enlarged part the velocity is less. So in this way, due to sudden enlargement of the pipe, there is a kinetic energy loss takes place. While there is a diameter decreases gradually, during that time there is also takes place, that is a contraction. These are the minor losses are there takes place in the pipe during entrance and exit of the water. Sudden expansion and contraction. Here this is sudden expansion. This is sudden contraction. This is the smaller diameter, bigger diameter, smaller diameter. In this way, we are going to see that there is a loss of pressure energy and loss of velocity energy. And there is a gradual expansion and contraction. This is a gradual expansion. This is a gradual contraction, means the diameter of the pipe gradually decreases its value and increase of the value. So due to decrease in value, there is a velocity increases and that kinetic energy may be takes place and pressure energy drop takes place. While you are using any valve, at that valve point there may be leakage takes place, that is your loss of air. During bending of the pipes, while the pipe entering in a horizontal path, suddenly you are bend the pipe, there is a force applied due to the bending, and due to that force there is some amount of pressure energy drop takes place. The velocity also decreases. Hence, that is known as your minor loss in the pipe. So, we are concluding that the loss in pipe, the loss of energy in the pipe is due to the friction, it is known as a major loss, and all other the losses takes place are taken as minor loss. In earlier class or in later class, we are going to study about that part, how the major loss takes place.